you ever wondered how experts can tell who really wrote a text, especially when the author tries to hide their identity? Welcome to the fascinating world of stylometry, a field that uses data and analytics to uncover the unique fingerprints of writers. For decades, researchers have relied on quantitative methods like the delta method to solve authorship mysteries, even when historical records are missing. What happens when an author, like the famous Portuguese poet Fernando Pessoa, creates not just one but several fictional identities, each with their own distinct style? In this video, we'll explore how Pessoa's heteronyms challenge the very foundations of stylometric analysis, making us rethink what it means to identify an author. Let's dive into this literary puzzle together. Fernando Pessoa wasn't just a poet, he was a master of literary disguise. Instead of using simple pseudonyms, Pessoa invented entire personas, or heteronyms, each with their own biography, worldview, and poetic voice. The most famous of these are Alberto Quiro, Alvaro de Campos, and Ricardo Reis. Each heteronym wrote poems so distinct in style and tone that even advanced stylometric tools like the delta method struggled to recognize them as the work of a single person. When researchers analyzed Pessoa's poetry, they found that the stylistic differences between his heteronyms were as great as those between completely different authors. This remarkable feat shows how deeply Pessoa could inhabit his fictional creations, blurring the lines between author and character in a way that still fascinates scholars today. Stylometry, especially the delta method, is designed to detect subtle patterns in word usage and style, often revealing the hidden hand of an author. But Pessoa's case is unique. When his poems, signed by different heteronyms, were analyzed, the distances between their styles were as large as those between unrelated poets. Even when compared to other Portuguese and Brazilian poets, Pessoa's heteronyms stood out as if they were real independent writers. This discovery not only highlights Pessoa's genius, but also exposes the limitations of current stylometric methods. It reminds us that while data can reveal much, the creativity of a writer can sometimes outsmart even the most sophisticated algorithms. In the end, Pessoa's literary experiment challenges us to rethink how we define authorship and identity in literature. But what can we learn from Pessoa's literary game? First, it shows that authorship is more complex than a simple fingerprint. While stylometry is powerful, it's not infallible, especially when a writer intentionally crafts multiple, convincing voices. Pessoa's heteronyms act almost like characters in a play, each with their own language and perspective, making it nearly impossible for algorithms to group them together. This case encourages us to see literature as a dynamic space where identity, creativity, and technology intersect. As digital tools continue to evolve, the story of Pessoa and his heteronyms reminds us that the human element in writing, imagination, intention, and artistry will always play a crucial role in shaping what we read and how we understand it.